Let's just start big picture. Big picture. This is a big game. You know it. Your players know it. How'd you characterize the vibe that you're getting so far today?
Great. Yep, the guys are good. We just had a really good meeting with them. Talking to the guys a lot this morning. They all feel good. Listen, they know our best hockey. We haven't played it yet. They know that. They know we need to play with more discipline so we stay out of the penalty box. They know we need to score some more goals. They understand. But there's not one guy in that room ready to call it a day and call the season over. So I'm very confident that we're gonna see the A game from everybody tonight. There's a great mood in the room. The practice was good, lots of energy. So we just hope that carries into the game tonight.
You bring Cole and Colin into the lineup in this key game. What are you looking for them, and what are you looking for from your new look lines as well?
Well, we need to score some goals. I think, we've created some chances, but with the puck, we're not scoring the important goals, those timely goals that we've talked about. It hurt us in Game 2 when we hit the post with the 2-1. It hurt us in Game 3 when we had that breakaway at 2-1. So we need to score some goals, and that's why they're going in. Colin's got a great shot in the point. We're hoping to get something from them, and we know Cole's, it's time to give him a good look. We had enough offense in the lineup the last couple of games. We just haven't scored. So let's increase the odds up and put Cole back in.
Over the last couple of years, we've talked many times actually about your passion for the game, what you're in this for. You're chasing a cup. You've got a dream. You're still pushing for it. Nobody could want this more than you heading into Game 5, making sure that the series extends. How are you feeling?
Great. So that's what we love, man. That's what we love. No, listen. It's all about playing in this time of year and playing these important games. So yeah, I'm excited. I know I'm getting old. I know there's a lot more behind me than ahead of me, but we're going to enjoy every day.
Rick, why go back to Ehlers with Scheifele and Vilardi now?
Well, they had some success earlier, and the second time we put them together, it wasn't as successful. But again, we're not scoring goals, so it's an easy move, and I've done it quite a number of times over the season. When you don't see it clicking, you just flip-flop the wingers. So we've done that for the most part, and I've talked to them all, and they're all aware. But let's try this, and if we're still not generating enough offense, then we'll just flip the wingers around.
Yeah, with Tyler Toffoli, he and Alex Scheifele played together in LA. Is there a little familiarity there that you hope to see from them? Or?
That, and things aren't going great for Tyler right now. So I got to make sure he keeps some minutes because he's going to be on the power play. I got to make sure he stays involved in the game. But you want your fourth line to chip in every now and then, and hopefully they can do that.
To your point, Rick, about trying to boost offense, you could both use boosting offense and defense in this series, clearly. So I wonder how you feel you've kind of straddled the line when often you kind of have to go philosophically entirely in one direction or the other.
Yeah, well, you hope that you don't fall behind. We hope that we stay with a little more discipline so we can get some flow going, because I'm convinced if we can do that, the offense will take care of itself. The penalties are taking all the flow right out of the game, and the guys that are offensive guys are sitting on the bench, and it's just like the other night, back to back. And I know they scored a minute into it, which cuts them out. Actually, there's only 3 very short penalty kills, but we just need to stay out of the box. We need to get that flow going, and then I think when you get that, both ends kind of take care of themselves. You're more in the game defensively, you're more in the game offensively. But when you're sitting there and there's penalties and it's disrupting the flow of the game, again, like I say, it's self-inflicted when we're taking those penalties. So we certainly need to play with a lot more discipline, and then I believe the flow of our game, both sides, will get better.
Rick, how would you describe just how Cole has managed the various ups and downs emotionally, with how this season has played out for him?
Listen, I think, I kept telling that, like, we talk to him all the time, but he's handled it like a pro. Like, he wants to play. There's no question. He's a great kid. He's gonna have a great career. So, and I always use Cooch as the example. In our first year in Tampa, we scratched Cooch a couple times, right? So sometimes the young guys just need a little more time. He's anxious to play tonight. Had a good talk with him today, and he's looking forward to it. You got to get him in there sometime. When we're not scoring, can't wait any longer, right? So it's a good opportunity for it. Honestly, he's handled it well. The coaches tell me, and I'm not out there with them, he works really hard and in the gym as well. So he's ready to go.
You almost have to tell him to not to try and do too much, like to try and be the savior here for your team.
Yeah, well, exactly. Just go out and play your game. But he's going to be nervous. Look, he's going to be nervous, and we get that. So we'll help him through that.
And just on Brendan and Vlad, neither was on the ice today. I assume they're both ruled out for tonight?
Yes.
Okay. How are they both doing?
Vlad's got a colorful cheekbone, I'll tell you that. So, but I saw him today. Actually, I called him last night when he got home. He's nauseous. He hasn't eaten, so he's not feeling great. And Dillon, of course, him. He two broken hands. He'd still want to play, but we'll give him a couple more days.
Rick, we often in the media describe teams as desperate when they get down to the do or die scenario of a series. But how much maybe more of an urgent team would you like to see tonight? And I say that in context with maybe you have to play with more urgency than you have been able to so far this series.
We talked about that. There's been lapses in the intensity and everything, but you can't go. We don't want to go overboard and start running all over the ice, right, and taking penalties and things like that. So yeah, there'll be more urgency. I got to be confident about that, the position we're in, and talking to the players. But now again, we got to go on the ice, and we've got to do it.
You can go back through every single game of this series when you had a chance to maybe not apply a knockout blow, but certainly put yourself in better shape to expand 1 goal to 2 goal leads. Was any of that talked about today, bearing down on those opportunities that you have had?
Yeah, well, we looked at some of that, the video around the net. We've got to, they're getting to our net. They're getting too many chances around our net. We've got to clean that up, and we've certainly got to get a few more. Look at the goals we're scored, like Gus's goal here in Game 2, right around the net, a rebound. We need to get some greasy goals. We do. We have to get in there. You're not going to get me like our goal in Game 4. Yeah, it's an on the rush. It's a great play, but you're not going to get too many of those. So we need our D to get centered more. We need more traffic down by the net, but. Where they get a lot of their 4-man rushes is that D, net fronting and blocking the shot and jumping. So we've got to make sure we've got somebody in front of him to slow him down. Good. Scott?